What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My next topic, I want to get into this Shedeur Sanders story. Not just the Colorado quarterback, not just Deion's son, but the walking brand, the NFL prospect, the one with the gold chains and iced out wrists, and the room already decorated like he done walked into the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, he rubbed me the wrong way. I remember watching the game, Colorado scored, and he ran into the end zone waving his Rolex, waving it like it was a trophy. And right there, that's when I felt it. That voice in my head saying, nah, this ain't the one.
Especially with somebody that disrespect Pop. So, I was just waiting the whole time to put a watch on him.
Hey, you're backed up to your 2-yard.
See, in hip hop, that's flexing, that's celebration. But in football, that's a red flag because this ain't a show, it's a sport. And before you claim legendary, you gotta be legendary. Let's talk about it. Shedeur ain't just building a resume, he's building a brand. Whole rollout, whole aesthetic. He had the draft room stage like it was his coronation. And I get it, marketing matters. Wins, sacrifice, silence. Let your game speak before your logo does. Ask Tom Brady, ask Mahomes, ask Lamar Jackson. They didn't need mood lighting in a clothing line. They needed grit, reps, and years in the fire. And Shedeur, he's trying to leap past the struggle straight to the shine. But there are no shortcuts to greatness. Let me tell y'all something. Shedeur Sanders reminds me of Willie Beamen. Any Given Sunday. Jamie Foxx's character, talented, flashy, but selfish and misunderstood. He wanted to be the star before he learned how to be a teammate. That's the energy I see from Shedeur. Not malicious, not evil, but unchecked. And that energy don't sit right in the NFL locker room. Because in that room, you earn respect. You don't announce it. Now let's keep it real. This ain't all Shedeur. He got a father in Deion Sanders, primetime himself, a man who was a brand before social media even existed. And when you grow up under that light, it's hard not to absorb that swag, that bravado, that showmanship. But that worked for Deion as a cornerback in the 90s. And it may not translate for a quarterback in 2025. Deion was flash and dominance, but he earned it every Sunday. Shedeur is still trying to prove he belongs. And unfortunately, sometimes his father's ego can become his burden. People don't just see Shedeur. They see the whole Sanders empire. And if you're not careful, that empire starts to look more like entitlement. Now don't get it twisted. The boy can play. This season, over 1,600 yards in 4 games, 14 touchdowns and a completion rate over 70%. He has grown as a pocket passer, a field general, and the numbers don't lie. And if you talk to NFL scouts, they'll tell you, outstanding human being, one of the best character reports they've seen. So what's the disconnect? It ain't talent and it ain't even character. It's perception. Because perception can kill a career before it even starts, especially in the NFL where egos clash like helmets. So here's what I think. Shedeur Sanders can be great, but first, he's got to let go of the show. Put down the Rolex, step out the branding booth, and lean into the work. Let the game crown you, and let your play do the talking. Because in this league, nobody cares about how many followers you got. They care about if you can lead them to war. Shedeur has got the tools, but if you want to be legendary, you got to stop trying to be the story and start writing one. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.